Okay, let's try this again. What we have here is a 4K infrared night vision capable ghost hunter camera. Right now, the software that I have running on my computer to allow me to hook it up to it only supports up to 0.9 um, megapixel. And this is a 24 megapixel camera, so but this camera is supposed to be able to handle up to 128 gig micro SD card. That's what's in it right now. When you record to the camera, you can play it back. I actually had 2 days of video that I played back in the camera. Worked fine. Took out the SD card, put it on my computer via SD card reader, said no file in the folder. Um, so then, just for GP, I took 128 gig out, put a 64 gig SD card for my still camera in there. It worked fine. When I took the SD card out, put it in my SD card reader, file was there, was able to transfer it to my PC. Right now, I'm hooked up via a USB cable to my computer. And like I said, the software on my computer only supports up to 0.9 megapixel. So we're a little grainy where we shouldn't be. This is not my first rodeo with electronics. I've been working with electronics my entire life. Through high school, I was electronics, uh, going through electronics tech school. Went in the Marine Corps, worked with computers in the Marine Corps. I was aviation supply mechanized, 3072. And in the Navy, I was operations specialist, radar, navigation, communications, tactical air control. And one of my jobs was to load hatches from Mechanicsburg into the combat systems computer in the combat direction center. Um, I was a first class on the USS Carl Vinson at the time. Um, Prior to that, I was on the USS Mississippi, and prior to that, I was in Pat Wing One at Kadena, Detachment Kadena. I flight followed P3 aircraft using a computerized console where I could flight follow the aircraft and see all the soda buoys they dropped, see when they made contact live via data, um, via a data network system where the aircraft was connected via data link to my site. So I'm no newbie to technical stuff. Okay, The computer that I'm running this on, I built. That's my computer. That's the tower that I built. Can't see it real well because the lighting here sucks. And though I do have a light on the camera, it doesn't work when it's connected to the computer. Anyway, the reason I bought the camera was so that I could do videos of me making coin rings. This is one of my rings. That's made from a silver dollar, commemorative silver dollar. It's a Marine Corps commemorative silver dollar. I'm trying to show it to you, but on this pixel with this resolution, a 0.9, 0.9 megapixel. I'm not going to show up real well, but that's one of my rings. This is another one. This one was made for my silver dollar, or silver half dollar rather. So Morgan silver half dollar, where it had whoever Morgan is on the front. Also had a Walking Liberty on the back. Took me a while to be able to figure out how to do this. Now, I watched videos long before I ever tried it myself. I watched videos online from a place called Coins You Can Wear. And another fellow, Jason, can't think of his last name, but he has a business called Jason's Works. He's a master coin ring maker. There were several other guys. Can't quite remember their names now. There's one guy that Jason calls his mentor. He's a Hispanic gentleman. He does beautiful work. Makes wonderful rings from brass coins, silver coins, gold coins, you name it, and makes it look so easy. And Jason also makes it look really easy, but is anything but. One thing I found is you have to take your time. You have to be very deliberate. You have to be able to take your time, just little by little, fold the coin. You have to re-anneal continuously. I mean, the coin as you work it, it becomes work hardened. So when that happens, you can feel it if you're using a arbor press, which I do to fold the coin. You start feeling the resistance in the coin. You know it's becoming work hardened. You have to re-anneal it, which is basically heating it up to a dull red glow, cooling it down in water, and then you know doing what you need to do with it. Point is, this camera, after 2 days of recording what I was doing while making some coins, coin rings rather, um, I discovered that though it said it recorded, I could play it back on the camera the moment I tried to transfer, the file wasn't there. So very, 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 very frustrating. Figured out 64 gig works, 128 gig does not work. Like I said, I will try buying a 128 gig SD card instead of a micro SD card. SanDisk is the 128 gig micro SD card I have. The 64 gig here is pretty much a no-name brand, but it works. It's a class 10 SD card, which they SanDisk one is a class 10 micro SD card, and you put it in this holder that comes with it. It then is a SD card. So not real happy right now with this eBay purchase. So I'm going to stop this and upload this on YouTube and hopefully get a little more information out there for others who are looking at buying this camera.